You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
Time for the song.
Our like delayed dance reaction, but it's good.
Time for our Vogue moves. Ooh.
Hold on, Vogue with my tea.
What?
Yes, it's fashion.
It's time for fashion. All right. It is Friday. Woohoo!
Praise
And that
the
means
Lord.
it is time for Fashion 411 on Black Hollywood Live. So if you're tuning in, this is what you are tuning in to hear. All kinds of fun fashion updates for the week. We want to remind you guys to be sure you download our show on iTunes. It's completely free. Who doesn't love free? Courtney,
Amen.
right?
Free is
Free.com. It is free, so we encourage you to download the show on iTunes. And also, we'd love for you to rate and comment us because we love reading comments. We love hearing what you guys think about our show. Maybe we can take some suggestions. Just keep all that coming. And also, you can check us out on blackhollywoodlive.com. And you can find us on YouTube. And one more thing, we have lots of fun pictures. You can follow along. So if you're a visual person and you want to see those pictures, make sure you check us out on Instagram at BHL Fashion 411.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just Courtney and me in the studio today,
Yes,
but we're gonna hold it down,
Holding
right?
it down. Miss Erica's traveling around the world and whatnot this week.
She's
so.
being fashionably fabulous.
Okay, jet setting. Maybe we'll get some good fashion photos of her choices on her trip.
No. And you know what? Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Bryce Lee Wynn.
We love you.
We love you, Bryce. Call me Bryce Lee. You always have wonderful tweets for us after the show, and we know that you're a big fan, so keep it coming. And
We appreciate
we
you.
appreciate you. Thank you, Bryce. Okay, so it's time for a little lookbook. And we're going to talk about what's kind of buzzing in fashion, you guys, things that you need to know about. All right, first up is a website called Luvocracy. Now, I have to admit, I stumbled upon this site because I'm obsessed with hair, all things natural hair. I'm
Who are we
always
not?
online. I'm always looking at YouTube videos about hair and products. And I stumbled upon this, and I thought, oh, my God, how cool. Everybody needs to know about it. But essentially, you join the site and you can make purchases based off of people you trust. And when I say people you trust, this can be bloggers, YouTubers, even your friends. So you sign up, you invite your friends, and then you quote unquote, you trust the taste of, recommended members, and then you start to love things. And when you love things, it's almost kind of like Pinterest. So you're
Yeah.
pinning them. So you're like pinning the things that you love. And on top of that, you can actually buy it. So I stumbled upon it because I was looking at some hair stuff from YouTube, and this hair YouTube guru, she had a page on Luvocracy. And so she pinned something on there, and not only could I purchase it, but I could use a discount code to buy it from her shop. So I was like, oh my God, it's just this, everybody needs to know about Luvocracy.
Interactive fashion and
Yes.
style. That is amazing.
It's interactive. It's, everybody can get in on it. Anybody can become, kind of like a, what do you want to say, a trusted person. So it doesn't have to be a celebrity or, a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. It can be you and your friends. So it's really cool, and I recommend this to everybody. I need to put my stuff on there. Next up, it's called stitchfixcom. Now, who doesn't want to feel like a celebrity and have their own personal stylist curating their wardrobe, right? We all want to have our moment, right? But not everybody has a personal stylist budget. Well, here, enter stitchfixcom. Now, this is an online personal styling website. So what happens is you create your own style profile, okay? And then based on this profile that you create on the site, 5 hand-picked items are going to be sent to you.
Oh,
Shipping,
I like this.
Shipping is free. Delivery is free, okay? So they're going to send you 5 items based off of the profile that you set up, okay? And then you keep what you like, you send back the rest, all right? And they call it a style box. Your style box, it comes with styling tips for the things that they've sent you. And mind you, this could be clothes, accessories, shoes, okay? It could be a full outfit. So it comes with style tips. Shipping is free. Another free item, you guys. We love free. And then over time, once the kind of system gets to know you better and your options and your likes, the selections are only going to get better over time. Now, the styling fee is $20. And if you keep all 5 items that they send you, you get 25% off the whole thing. All right. And what I love the most about this is that you also, through your style profile that you set up your own budget. So if you put that was
my next question.
Yes. So if you put that you don't want to spend more than $100 on any item, they're not going to send you anything over $100.
Fantastic.
It's going to fit your budget. So I mean, this is amazing. This means every girl can feel special. She can feel, you know, cool. She can feel like a celebrity because you're getting personal styling just for you. And it's
somebody
affordable.
Might pick something that you wouldn't have thought of to pick just based on your profile, which could be very interesting.
Exactly.
I
So
like
this is something everybody needs to know about. All right. Next up is dobopcom. So dobop.com, it's created by, let's see, do I have their names? 2 former like beauty professionals, Jodie Patterson and Benjamin Burnett. And basically their whole mission, it's called Beauty Without a Struggle. And these 2 got together because they realized that women of color, multi-ethnic women, let's be real, you guys, we usually only have one aisle in the drugstore.
It's like this
one
big,
little aisle.
and it's like half the aisle.
Exactly. You get a little aisle in the drugstore, or you maybe, if you're lucky, you know, at the makeup counters in department stores, maybe you get one counter that speaks to who you are. For most people around the country, that happens to be MAC. But even back in the day, before MAC, you know, was MAC, it was Fashion Fair, something like that. So what these 2 have teamed up to do, they've created this online beauty space where basically products are curated for multi-ethnic women. So it's kind of, a couple weeks ago, we talked about the different sample companies, sample boxes, kind of the same concept as that, but it's really targeted to multi-ethnic women.
Smart.
It's hair products, it's cosmetics, it's beauty, and it's curated based on, you know, with a multi-ethnic woman in mind. Because you know how sometimes in these sample boxes, maybe
half
you get
of it you're not gonna get to use. Dry shampoo, honey. I ain't never gonna put no dry shampoo in this hair.
Chalky makeup, things that you can't you're not gonna use. So essentially you've wasted your money. Well, this is gonna solve all that. Dobop is gonna solve all of that. So I really like hearing about companies like that that are finally addressing the needs of, you know, multi-ethnic women. So and men. So yeah, that is dobop.com. And then finally, the last thing I think you guys really need to know about out there, it's called the Beauty Board. And this is Sephora's new beauty social network. It's about time. So basically, if you're one who loves taking selfies of yourself with your makeup done, your hair done, Sephora has created a brand new platform for you to kind of pin different things. So it actually just launched a couple days ago. And let's see here. Its hope is to connect user-generated content to its vast catalog of products and make it that much easier to find out the exact makeup colors and brands that people are wearing. So say this picture that we see here, well, if you have to go on Instagram to check it out, you can actually find out the color lipstick that she's wearing, the eye makeup that she's wearing. You can find out all her products, which is really cool because how many times have you seen a magazine or you go online and you're like, oh, I love that. I wonder what that is. Well, now Sephora is going to, you know, enable you to find that out from some of their users.
Just give us another reason to stay up in Sephora.
I know, right? I was so excited when I saw that. I just think it's a really cool tool and it's so timely, you know, especially with everybody wanting to take pictures of themselves and there's so many different platforms for beauty and, you know, just
It's
selfie.
crazy to see how much fashion and style and all of it's just becoming so intermingled and interactive and all of it online, and it's a fascinating universe.
It
that we are
is,
now
and
becoming.
everything is at our fingertips.
It's at our tips.
And speaking of beauty, what do you have for us today?
Beauty beat this week. Well, we talked about before April, we have Earth Day this month, so we were going to try to focus on some all natural type beauty items. So last week I gave you guys a 24 karat gold facial. That's a little bit pricier and something you buy in the store that you want to spend a little money on. This week I'm keeping it 100% natural and 100% cheap, guys. This has to be the best facial that you can get for $6.19, literally.
And this is a big container.
This is a big container, and this literally can last you probably, it says on the thing, like 10 to 15 facials come out of this. I would vote that is a no. I've probably gotten 30 and I'm only halfway through.
So what does it do for your skin?
So basically what this is called the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay, and it's a deep pore cleanser. And what you do is, it's literally dirt, guys, straight up dirt. And what I love about it is, you know how you get the ingredients list and you're like, what the heck is all this stuff in it?
I can't pronounce
it.
It
is straight up 100% natural calcium bentonite green clay.
Oh.
And it's just clay. And it's in there. And what you do is you take like a teaspoon, basically, it's enough for my whole face. A teaspoon of it, you can add water to it, or you can add apple cider vinegar. I prefer apple cider vinegar because I use apple cider vinegar for almost everything, hair and face. And you mix it up, make a nice little paste, smooth it on your face. Your face will literally start to pulse. It literally feels like it's pulsing. And this, I've done a lot of masks in my time. This mask is hard as heck. Like, it sucks, like you feel like it's sucking the stuff out of your pores because you feel it moving, it gets super tight. It is challenging to get it off, and you have to really be careful because you don't want to over rub your skin getting it off. So literally I'm in the shower and like letting the water run down and lightly tapping it with a washcloth to get the mud off once you're done.
Oh, or it's like a Friday night beauty routine.
It's definitely
You're in the house.
something in the house, and I don't like to, and I mean, I don't know what the rules are with facials and whether makeup and stuff like that. I don't like to use any makeup for at least 24 hours after I do some kind of facial, so definitely on a night when you're not going to be like jumping right into makeup or something right after that. But it's an awesome product. It's totally worth the amount of money that you spend on it. You get more than you need out of it, and you can find it almost, I think Whole Foods now has it pretty regularly. I get it at my local beauty health store down the street. It's like a corner store, but you can definitely find it online also. And it's $6, guys. Like,
and that doubles as a hair treatment. I've been reading a lot about natural
some people are
hair.
using it for their hair treatments.
I've heard that you can use bentonite clay for your hair as a conditioning treatment.
As a conditioning treatment for your hair. So I haven't tried the clay for hair. I, as we spoke before, use henna, and we'll talk some more about that later in the month. But yeah, I would definitely recommend getting some of this Aztec Healing Green Clay, girls.
All right.
Check it out.
Nice little beauty tip.
Quick beauty tip.
It's time for a little style scoop. What you got?
Scoop. We got a lot of news. Well, first up, I just want to say, before we get into the stories, congratulations to our favorite, Lupita Nyong'o, who was announced as the face of Lancome like today or this morning or something. It was all over Twitter. So get it, girl, make that cash. And that's a good selection because I think right now they have like Julia Roberts and some other random person, whatever. So
well, and just to add to that, I was also reading that they are launching a new line of foundation that's apparently it's going to have like 30 different shades. So I'm sure that's no coincidence.
It's no coincidence.
Since they've just named her the face.
Because when I first read that online, it's funny that you say that. I was like, Lancome don't really have like the colors for Lupita, so how they going to work that out? So there you have it. Launching her new line. What a wonderful face to launch it on. So congratulations, Lupita. Next up, we have in the news this week a wonderful woman by the name of Liz Bohannon and her company called Seiko. Seiko is this awesome company that is doing wondrous things in Africa. I found this story. Basically, she has started a company in Uganda to help employ and empower women. And the company they create ribbon sandals, leather clutches, leather hobo bags, beautiful scarves, and all at decent price points ranging from starting at like about $50, and then obviously the large leather hobo bags go up to about $300. And the reason it's a cool company is because not only is she employing these women, she started the company in Uganda. She was educated in the States and visited Uganda and was inspired by these women and decided, I'm going to start a company. She literally set up base in Kampala, Uganda. And these women come in to work for her. And as they're working, one of the problems that was happening is basically when the women work there, all of their funds go back to their families and they never really get ahead, so to speak. So her goal was to get them in a place where they could get ahead. So a portion of their salaries are saved in a savings account for their education. And then once they get to a point where they're ready to proceed and go further in their education, she will match whatever they've been able to save in their accounts to help them move forward. And I just thought it was a great, I mean, the company you can find online. It's seikodesigns.com. Literally gorgeous scarves. I'm a scarf person, so I was obsessed. And ribbon sandals that you can, what do you call it? You can make very specific for yourself. Customize is the word I'm looking for. Make very specific for yourself. You can customize with different designs and different color of ribbon and that kind of thing. But it's just awesome to see companies giving back when they see a hole and they can fix it. And I know there's other companies like with the Ugandan beads that you can buy in like Costco and stuff. It's helping give women gainful employment. But I thought it was awesome that she is pushing for the opportunity for them to get educated.
Very nice. Helping themselves, essentially.
Helping themselves to move forward. Also starting new companies this week.
Nice segue.
Miss Naomi Campbell, guys. We've been seeing a lot of her. I mean, she did the face before, but this time around, she's just doing a little bit more face time in addition to doing the face.
Yeah.
And she was interviewed by The Cut at the British Vogue Festival. And she told them that she's going to start her own line finally. She had some problems before. I'm going to read this quote from her. She said, I had always had this feeling that I love working with designers. I don't want to be their competition. And maybe if I do my own line, they won't want to work with me anymore. Now I've grown up a bit more. I will be launching a line. Yes, I will design not just for women of color, but for all. I see there's lots of things that are not there that I feel I'd like to have. And so I'd like to share it with everybody. So yes, I will, and hopefully one of the things will be out by 2015.
I say it's about time.
Yes.
I mean, Naomi Campbell, she's one of the original supermodels, you know, and
yes.
I feel like a lot of those other women have, you know, built brands and businesses and empires, and Naomi was still just
walking being the model, like doing the runway.
She was still being the model, so I think it's about time that we see something like this from her.
And I thought that quote was interesting, that she always felt like she didn't want to feel like their competition and still be able to be gainfully employed as a model and representing. So that's an interesting thought, especially being a black model.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
she don't want to bite the hand that feeds her.
I'm not ruffling no feathers and keeping it small. But she was on Wendy, I believe, last week, Wendy Williams show, and she had on this great dress, and I was like, where are you getting it from? So I can't wait to see what she comes up with. So
good luck to her.
Congratulations, Naomi. And next up, we also have a moment of beauty in Essence this week. We have 3 different covers of the May issue of Essence magazine, and we have Erykah Badu, Ledisi, and Solange gracing the covers with their beautiful adornment of natural hair being totally embraced in every possible way. And for each of them, they basically, Essence said they wanted to do this because they wanted to show style and beauty, and for each of them making sure to show everybody it's always about self-expression, however you want to do it. And obviously these ladies express themselves in all varieties of ways. Miss Erykah Badu, who is also the new face of Givenchy, mentioned, she said, in talking about her hair, because we've seen Erykah in all kinds of hair, at all kinds of lengths and all kinds of ways and all kinds of colors. And she said, I view my hair and clothes as functional art. I'm my own stylist and I love it, but I'm not trying to make a statement.
I love these covers. They're just
colorful
and
bright.
Yeah.
And the faces are just gorgeous. And I love that Ledisi's got her locks, and they're curled, and they're blonde, and they're brown. And it's just, it was a real cool idea. It felt very spring and like very exciting, and made me, I'm like, I ain't picked up an Essence in a minute. Let me go ahead and get one.
Yeah, I love the cover. And it's just one more thing that's just gonna, you know, really let people know that, okay, natural hair, it's just not this fad.
It's not a fad. It's finally here to stay, I think.
Finally here to stay. And on that note, another good segue. So black hair care companies, they are expanding to overseas markets. I mean, huge global markets. It is very big business right now. I can't even speak.
I know, it's one of those
So
days.
excited. It's one of those days. So France has a premier event for natural curly girls. And it's at the Natural Hair Academy. They just had this big event. And every single, well, I'm not going to say every single, but a lot of popular natural hair care brands were represented. So Jane Carter Solution, Carol's Daughters, Mixed Chicks, amongst many more. And what they did at this natural hair summit, which was in France, by the way, a lot of the big YouTube stars were actually there.
Oh.
And it was just pandemonium. Just like the crowd was like receiving these girls like they were, Angelina Jolie. Maybe that was a wrong name to use.
It's all about her, guys.
But just, it's really gone global. And just like we were just saying with the Essence covers, it's no longer a fad.
Yes.
I think women of color are embracing their natural hair, their natural beauty. And I think this is a strong representation that companies are listening. They're making products, they're really, listening to women and what we need. And it's out there and it's here to stay. And not only that, but there's a lot of products that are made by Black-owned companies. I mean, since I'm obsessed with hair these days, I'm always online and I'm always like checking things out. And what I discover on a daily basis, it just blows my mind.
And it's a constant growing, and that's a great thing for our community and for America as a whole. Like there's this market that is constantly in growth and in exponential growth right now that people can tap into and entrepreneurs can tap into. So it's a moment of opportunity that we should all seize if it's your thing.
And I was actually just reading, there's a natural line called Oyen. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it properly.
Ojan?
No, not Ojan. It's Oiyn. Oyen Natural. It's basically started by this woman, her and her husband, Black woman in Baltimore. Nice. And she, at first, she only supplied to local Whole Foods, maybe farmers markets. Target just picked her up.
Good for her.
Just picked her up. So just, another testament.
Constantly happen because Jane Carter has been online for years and now Ulta has her in their stores. So it's happening, guys. The cash is coming now.
The cash is coming in, and I just think it's awesome. It's, I think the biggest part that I like about it is that women can just really embrace their beauty, because I think a couple years ago, that just wasn't happening. Or people were feeling like they had to have straight hair, or they had to look a certain way, or their skin has to be a certain way in order for them to be loved or be considered beautiful. And I just think this whole movement is just really changing the face of that. So I love that. I love that, love that. Next up, so Zoe Saldana. We have another multi-ethnic woman. She is going to be, she's getting a beauty deal. She is the new face for L'Oreal Paris Cosmetics. So congratulations to her and Lupita. So let's see here. So in an eloquent statement about being appointed the new spokesperson, Zoe made clear how appreciative she was of the honor, saying, "Growing up, I was taught to believe that I am capable to do anything a man can do. This family philosophy has shaped who I am today and is a conviction that will always accompany me through life. As a L'Oreal Paris spokesperson, being able to say we're worth it means so much to me. I want to share that value with women so they can embrace it and execute life with confidence. I'm thrilled to join this beauty journey with such an inspirational brand." So hats off to her. I mean, that's a major, another face, another different looking face, that girls out there can say, wow.
It's expanding. This is almost inspirational. It's like, oh my God, it's actually like taking on a whole face and world of its own. Like this idea, maybe it's not just a trend that we're into black right now and it's cute to have your natural hair right now and it's cute to be brown for a moment because we kind of come in style and go out of style and come in style. So it'll be cool to see that this is actually building a universe that's inclusive
of everyone. Love that. And then my last story. So Rihanna and Drake now, lots of, I'm sorry, I forgot about this one. Okay, so Walgreens, can't forget about Walgreens. Walgreens is launching a new beauty magazine. And what I love hearing about this is that, we've been talking a lot about buying Wet n Wild and drugstore products, and now Walgreens is getting in on it. They've got a new beauty magazine. Actually, Sofia Vergara, she is the cover girl. And basically, this magazine is going to focus a lot on budget beauty.
Nice.
Things that you can buy on a budget, things that you can actually get at Walgreens, tips, trends, a little fashion is going to be thrown in there. But, I mean, hats off to a drugstore chain for actually starting, getting in on the beauty business in a different way.
Finding another way to
finding another niche.
Make it happen.
Yeah. And what I'm also noticing too, just on a lot of the guests that we've had in our studio, like we had Tammy Roman, and she's got her nail line and hair and her products. It sounds like Walgreens is really starting to pick up a lot of these independent brands from people. So that's another thing that I don't know, I like about
It's a great way to make like big business feel like mom and pop business almost, like, because you can get these like specialized items that you can't necessarily get everywhere, but now you can kind of get it everywhere but still feel like it's the special item because it's coming from a smaller producer. So that's cool.
I have to say, I've been shopping more at Walgreens just on my little Wet n Wild.
I just know Walgreens, you get lost in there just like you get lost in Target.
I love it. And
nail polish,
because
lipsticks.
Wasn't there a time when you wouldn't think about going to the drugstore to buying cosmetics?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, coming up, like, especially first starting to wear makeup, and I would even say through college, like, it's recent that I would consider the drugstore a viable option for cosmetics.
I never considered it. In fact, you kind of like look down on it, like, ew, I'm not getting my beauty from the drugstore. What are you, crazy? But now it's just the landscape has changed, and the fact that now you know that if it doesn't work, you can take it back.
You can take it back, and that they have things actually available for different skin tones, because that has not been the case. Like, sorry, like CoverGirl and all of you guys are great, but you weren't doing it for us.
Yep. Or you had to go to a certain store in a certain part of town where they catered to the community to get those colors, but that's not the case anymore.
That's awesome.
It's kind of all over.
It's sort of it's interesting because it's sort of the cultural speaking of the browning of America, so to speak. That it's not necessarily black and white like it used to be. It's all kind of sort of coming to the middle. So that's a cool concept.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Walgreens recognizes it.
Yep. So it's cool to buy your cosmetics from the drugstore, people. Get in on the trend. And finally, last style scoop story. So I know you guys have been hearing all about Rihanna and Drake all over the blogs. They're in love in Paris. She's visiting them. So here's the big story of the week is that Rihanna and Drake will design Nasty Gal's first menswear collection. Did you guys hear that story? Did you hear it? Anybody
I did not hear that. But,
well, guess what? It was a big April Fool's prank.
I'm glad it was, because upon reading this, I'm like, really, Drake? I was already not sold on Drake being the representative of the new Air Jordans or whatever. I don't want him designing no clothes.
This was one of the biggest April Fool prank stories, because there were tons of them, actually on April 1st, and that's like a day that you don't want to go on your Facebook, or you don't want to look at anything because you don't know what's true and what's not. But they had a lot of people fooled. A lot of people thought that this was actually true. I mean, it's not that far off. It's possible.
I would think that at this point in her fashion career, she's far enough ahead to know that probably wasn't the best idea.
Yeah.
He's no Kanye.
Well, it's April Fool's, everyone. I had to throw something like that in there since, it's April 4th and we missed April Fool's. But, yeah, it's not true. So everybody, you can unclutch the pearls.
Okay, thank you, Jesus. Drake is not coming to fashion yet.
All right. What's up with Hot or Hot Mess?
We got some really interesting ladies in Hot or Hot Mess this week. First up, we have Miss Rita Ora. We often have her up. We often have her fail. We have had some successes. Let's see what you think this time. In this photograph, Miss Rita was at the Kiss FM morning show wearing a Moschino Fall 2014 striped high neck blouse, chain link logo belt, and red wide leg trousers with white pointy toe pumps. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it a mess?
I don't think it's a mess. I like the outfit. I'm just not crazy about the pants. It's almost, I get the idea of it. And maybe when she's actually walking and not standing, you get the true concept of the silhouette. Okay. But I love a brightly colored bottom and a neutral top. Like, I don't know. I like it.
I will preface it by saying that, yes, it does skew a little McDonald's.
Just a little.
Yes, you look a little Ronald McDonald-y, but I do say overall I completely approve. I actually love the bright colored pants. They need to be hemmed. They're way too long.
Yeah, they're too long.
But style-wise, I think the shirt tucked in, the high waist on the pants, and the wide leg, I think she looks great. I think the hair and the lip finally work, because often the hair and the lip don't work so well, even though she consistently does that bright red lip and the blonde hair. But I think overall it looks fantastic, and she looks great.
I agree.
Congratulations, Rita.
Congratulations,
We
Rita.
have a little success.
Yes.
And as we said, Miss Naomi Campbell has been roaming around the streets doing all kinds of things for the last few weeks, and she was out and about again at the Glamour of Italian Fashion exhibition in London, and she was rocking this very interesting Roberto Cavalli fringed frock with feather details and like a feather scarf neck thing and strappy sandals. It's a feather collar.
I like parts of this outfit, but I don't like the whole thing. Like, I love the fur collar and the hair. I think she just looks fabulous.
From like the neck.
Yes, the neck up, she's just rocking it. You know, she's giving face and all that. But then the middle, I need to kind of ignore. And then I love the shoes. I love that strappy shoe.
The shoe looks great.
The mid part, I'm just not.
It kind of looks like a maternity dress in the middle.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out if it was a dropped waist, trying to do the 40s flapper thing, but there is no dropped waist because there's like the hem with the fringe on the top. So I don't really get that. Love the collar, agreed. Girl, you can wear feathers any day, and it just looks miraculous. So it's hard because it's not a hot mess.
Yeah, it's
very fabulous, but very strange at certain points. So we're going to be in the middle.
Right in the
We're
middle.
going to be in the middle. We're going to be in the middle.
Okay.
All right, now here's an interesting one. We haven't seen this lady in a while. This Tracee Ellis Ross. She was on the red carpet at the Museum of Contemporary Art's 35th anniversary gala presented by Louis Vuitton in Los Angeles. And she was wearing a self-designed, white-collared yellow gown and contrasting pink pumps that you can't really see in this picture, but yeah.
I saw some other pictures of this dress on her, and I think she needs to stick to other things. She shouldn't be designing. She looks like, talk about Ronald McDonald.
A sunshine pilgrim.
And then the back of this dress actually has a huge cutout.
Huge cutout, yes. I assume that was the case from the front because the boobs were hanging so low. I figured she went braless. Yeah.
I think she looks ridiculous.
I don't understand. Okay, see, I wanted to really like it because I actually think it could be kind of cool for like somebody that wears this kind of thing. Like, I feel like this is something Zooey Deschanel would like try to wear with the collar and the like. There's something sweet about it, but then it's like open back. It doesn't fit her at all. Like, it's baggy. It makes her look like she has a belly, and I didn't understand.
And the Peter Pan collar and
the top knot doesn't work for me in this. Like, I don't.
And I think it would have looked better if her hair were down and not up.
Agreed.
It would have made it just, I don't know, softened it up a little bit, but she just looks like she's trying so hard.
And she had pink shoes on and then this brown leather clutch bag. Like, I don't know what was happening.
I don't know.
You should just shop in Diana's closet because we already know she has everything you need or could ever need and be fabulous in. Like, why do you need to make your own?
Shop in your mama's closet.
Just say no, Tracee Ellis Ross. That is a hot mess.
Yeah,
all right.
It is.
Last but not least this week, Miss Beyonce was out and about in some street attire. Let's see what y'all think. She was hanging out at the Brooklyn Nets game wearing this $238 Tom by Rooney Cobo mosaic Molly crop top and a $248 Celeste pencil skirt, this Kenzo net-covered hat, black round sunglasses, black blazer, and some green pumps that we couldn't figure out where they came from.
I don't like it.
It's interesting because Beyonce's never somebody style-wise that I'm always like red carpet gowns, she's usually pretty good in, but like her street style is never something I'm that excited about. I feel like this is trying too hard, but I actually love the outfit. I just hate the hat, the glasses, the side hair, and the green shoes.
It's like she's channeling Lisa Bonet and Boy George.
Yes, both of them simultaneously, which is doing too much because those are very extra people.
And it just she doesn't look like she's in her own skin, if that makes sense. She doesn't look like she's comfortable.
Yes.
I'm not feeling the hair with the hat or the glass. It's like too many things are happening.
I always wonder, because in saying that I'm never a fan of her street style, I never feel like it says that, and maybe it's just because we have an image of what Beyonce, but I don't feel like I carry that over. I want to know who she is through her fashion when she's walking on the street.
I agree.
And I feel like I don't ever get that. Like, you know who J-Lo is in her street fashion. Like, she makes that very clear. I feel like Beyonce is all over the place when she's dressing, and I don't understand.
Well, because outside of seeing her on red carpets or seeing her costumed up, you know, on stage, we don't really, just like you said, we don't really get to see a lot of her every day. Okay, I'm playing with my daughter, or I'm going to the grocery store if she goes to the grocery store. But we don't really get to see that side of her. And I think when we do see a side of her, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, she's trying to do it a little bit more because she posts on the Tumblr and all that, but it's still very much been about the concert and that kind of thing. Right. And when you do see her, she's in a bathing suit or she's in cutoff shorts and nothing. So I don't feel like she's that stylish, like that styled up. I don't know if it's stylish or not, because to me, if it's stylish, it has to represent you, and I don't know if.
And
I wonder if that's her.
And at the same time, being Beyonce, I mean, you have to figure every time she walks out of her home, she steps out the door, there's going to be a camera somewhere. You know, no matter where she's going. So that being said, like, you got to come prepared.
Did you think that's why? Did you think that one out? Like, is that really what you thought through and was like, this is real cool, I like this? Like, because I could have been fine with it, with like big hair, loose hair. She's done with her tour. Take the hat off, take the glasses off, and just wear the outfit with the blazer. But I don't know. It's a little bit.
Not.
I don't think it's a hot mess. I think it's too much.
Yeah,
it's doing too much.
Too much of a lot of things. The print, the hat, the accessories. It's too much.
It's too much.
The hair. Yeah.
I wanted it to be great, but it wasn't. Sorry, Beyonce. Sorry. You failed this week. All right. And in closing, we are always on the Style Watch. Last week, we were watching on Instagram for ladies when you come up with an idea and what you want to wear. This week, we're on the kids, because you want to dress your kids cute, too, sometimes. And sometimes figuring out what the heck to put your kids in is a pain in the butt. So if you ever want some cool ideas, you got a piece for your kid, and you want to figure out how you can style it up and make them look interesting, check out @FashionKids on Instagram. It's adorable. They have lots of postings of regular kids. Parents are sending their pictures every single day to get posted on @FashionKids, and the picture that we have up is really hilarious.
These are so cute.
The 3 little girls at the top have all fringed boots and what you can do with fringed boots for a kid, and
they look like mini adults.
They look like that. That's the interesting part about it, because sometimes I love it because I'm like, oh, this is so cute, but sometimes it's too much like an adult. Yeah. So it's an interesting balance to see how people choose to, you know, put things together for their kids and what makes them still look like kids or just look like little adults.
Yeah, because they got scarves and boots.
They do have the scarves and
sunglasses and updos.
Yes, but then I do love the little girl in the middle with her little net shirt and her little cutoff shorts and her little boots. It's just adorable.
And look at the little boy in the
bottom. And the little boys with the hats and the shorts and the sunglasses. It's too much. It's adorable. So check it out, guys, @FashionKids on Instagram.
Very cute. All right, so that's another Fashion Friday, you guys. Fashion 411 on Black Hollywood Live. We want to remind you once again to check us out on iTunes. Rate, comment, talk about us. We want to hear what you think. And be sure to check us out on YouTube, and you can find us on Instagram. Where can you find us on Instagram?
You can find us on Instagram @BHLFashion411, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram @StuartStarlet.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram @It'sMeDianaV. We will see you next Friday, you guys, for more fashion.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us @BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me @PlanetScipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.